Hello there and welcome back to Build with the Boys. We have got finally something I've wanted to do for ages on the channel. And that is the Rokr Tilt-A-Whirl. Now, Rokr, Robot Time, Rolife, whatever you want to call them, because it's all the same company, have been doing these amusement rides, the Magic Amusement Park, that's the theme of them. They've released 3 so far. They've done the swing ride, which you can see just here, the parachute drop, and the Tilt-A-Whirl. There is a 4th one coming, which is the drop tower, but they've had problems with it, so it's not been released yet. Fingers crossed they do release it, because I saw the demo model of it, and it was bloody impressive, it really was. But this one is gorgeous. This is a teacup ride, and as soon as I saw it, I had to have it. But it's a really, really pretty thing. It looks very intricate. It looks like it's been the most complicated one of these that I've done so far, but I'm fine with that. We're going to crack this open, we're going to get this built, and stupid smile on my face, and I'm looking forward to it, I really am. Again, this is different from the other wind-up models. This is a battery-powered model, so the electric is a little bit more detailed. I know from the comments I've had on other videos of Rokr and Rolife videos, some of you are having problems with the electrics, so I'll focus heavily on the electric construction when I do these, just so you know where you may or may not be going wrong. Fingers crossed it goes well. So let's get this open, let's take a look, let's get into it. So here's everything we get in the box. Now, as standard, we get all of our wooden boards that will mill the bulk of the model, but I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about when this comes to electrics. And we've got 2 motors there. We've got a speaker here. We have, this is going to be an LED light strip. We've got a battery box, and you can see we're plug and play, so there's no twist wiring or anything like that, which you might be familiar with from the book nooks. That doesn't mean it's going to be easier, but it certainly doesn't mean it's going to be as hard as wiring some of those lights. We have our really rather lovely teacups here. We have all of our screws and nuts and bolts that are going to put this together, and we have a lot of wiring, a hell of a lot of wiring. So this is going to be interesting. I have no idea how this one's going to go together, but I'm looking forward to it. So let's get started. Okay, so we're starting with our base panel here, and we have these 2 parts here and here. Now, the reason why I'm jumping in already is because one of the main questions I get asked is about my parts aren't rotating, or this is sticking, or this isn't turning the way it should be, or it's jerking, or whatever it is. And I always ask, did you sand and wax your parts? And the answer is normally no. Well, there's your problem. So seriously, you get the sandpaper, you need to sand your parts. You do. You sand your parts, you're good. All right? Because any sort of like burrs or bumps, it's going to slow your mechanism. To wax, it's simple as waxing all of your parts. Now, I know this might seem like a ball ache, but trust me, it will save you a lot of grief in the long run. So when it comes to waxing your teeth, your wax will shape to the teeth. So it's as simple as doing this. But honestly, you do this, you save yourself a lot of grief. Your model will turn beautifully. It won't stick, because you need to wax the parts. They're not just saying it. It's not like an optional extra. Wax it if you'd like to. Wax your gears. Wax every moving part that you get. It tells you what to wax and what not to wax. It tells you what to sand and what not to sand. Follow the instructions. That's the best advice I can give you, because I don't have these problems. Because I wax all of the parts. Take the time to do it. It makes a huge difference. There you go. That's it. So that's all those teeth waxed. So those will work nicely now. I'll get a smooth action from that, and you know, I'm happy. So what we're going to do is we've put these 4 studs in here. We're literally going to slot these over the top of here. So the one goes over there. This one's going to go over here. I'm just going to push those down. There we go. That's in place. Then we're going to take our second part here, and that's going to go the same way. So we're going to slot that over these 2 bumps here and here. I don't want to there we go. So something is going to move around here, which is why we've waxed it. Something's going to run on these teeth to gear, which is why we've waxed it. Trust me, wax your gears, wax your moving parts, and life will get a lot easier when it comes to building one of these. Okay, so this is where we've got to. Now, this looks like I've done a lot. I really haven't. This has gone together so easily, it's ridiculous. So we put these panels in. They just drop down and slot in, and they're gorgeous. They're very detailed panels, all the fanfare rides. And then we put the pillars in as well, so it's literally just a push panel, push pillar, push panel, push pillar. That's it. We have this trim that again just sits in the slots there. There's nothing complicated about that at all. And then the stairs as well. The stairs are simple. It's 2 parts where everything slots into it, and that's it. So this is nothing complicated. So it's coming together really nicely, really easily so far, which makes me nervous that maybe there's tough stuff coming. But this has been simple. This has been simple. You will be able to do this very easily, but it's gone together rapidly. So I haven't jumped ahead hours or anything like that. This has took maybe 20 minutes to do all of this. I'm actually amazed how easily this one's gone together so far, which might be the kiss of death by saying that, but very impressed so far. Let's move on. Okay, so we've made further progress on the Tilt-A-Whirl. What we've done is we've added this front section here. It's very ornate, very pretty. Again, nothing difficult about that. It just pushes in. We've added this outer rim on top here, and we've added this backing strip here. That's it. Again, I could show you this, but it's simple. This is push to fit. I want to focus on more the inner workings. So at the moment we're just building the frame. The frame is simple. This all just pushes together, and it's going up rapidly. So this looks like I've done a lot. I really haven't. I'm very surprised by this model, how easily this one's going together. I was expecting to be more complicated, which again makes me wonder if the inner workings are going to be quite difficult. We'll add some more ornate detail into the outside, and we're still working on the frame. When we get to the actual inner workings, I'm going to go into more depth of what we're doing. Okay, so we began our electrics. We've made this piece here, again, very simple, push to fit, but the electrics are what we want to look at. So we have this piece here, which again, so this silver piece just clips into the back of this wooden piece here. We thread the wire through, turn it over like so, and the wire has these little holders here that keep it in place. Now the next thing we do is we take the motor, and that is the one with the black and grey wires. There's one that's got black and yellow, one that's got black and grey. Black and grey is what you need here. And this one just drops in there, screws into place. And then once that's done, we turn the assembly over, and that's how we're looking. So you should have a wire coming out the back, you should have a black and grey wire coming out of the front, and that's how you should be looking at this stage. Okay, so the next thing we've done, we've had this plastic ring. No idea what it's for, but we screwed it in place. You can see the screws over here, and then we've made these screw covers, again push to fit, that just cover up those screws. That's it. We're moving on to the upper ring now. Okay, so we've installed a bunch of electrics into the main wheel. We've got the motor in place, we've got the switch in place, and we've got light strips on here as well. So all of the wires tuck through the bottom. So your green wire comes through the center part here, your black and grey wire will come through the middle, and your light wire will come out of the back there. That's it. That's all you've got to do with that. We're going to install this to this section here. Okay, so we've added the electrical ring to the top of the model. We put it on this side right now because we're going to wire this up. And as I said, the wiring on this one's quite nice because it's plug and play, so it's nothing overly complicated. So turn our wire around how we can see in a good way. So we're going to go black and white first. We want a black and white wire. So black and white goes to number 1. You can see on here all listed where we're going. So black and white into number 1. So it's a simple plug. And in it goes. Number 2 is our green wire. So look at our green wire. We're going to plug that one in, just as we did with the first one, into socket 2. And it goes, that one's done. Number 3 is our grey and black wire. So that would be this one here. So we'll bring that one down. So that's our grey and black wire in. Number 4 is our yellow and black. So we bring this one down. Pop that one in there. Number 5 is our red and white. And that's going to sit in there like so. And then finally we have this larger one, which will go in the end here. So we're going to slot that one in. And that's it. That's our wiring in place. Don't put batteries in this yet, because this will all start triggering. You don't want to do that. Next thing we do is going to screw this battery box in place. We'll put some electrics in. We're going to run a test. Okay, so it's time to start assembling our teacup. So we're going to take our teacup. We're going to take one of these pieces here. It looks a little bit like a toilet seat, if I'm honest. And that is going to find your lug. There you go. And then the other two will find their home. Those go in there, and then we take one of these like the rotating piece here, but on this ride you can grab this and spin the teacup. So we'll call it our spinner, I think, for now. So that one goes on there. And then we have these cute little handles, which you just push to fit to the side. And that's it. So we're going to make 5 of these. And then we're going to start looking at finishing this model off. Okay, so we've added the teacups to the ride itself, and we put this outer ring on as well. This has been a really simple build, surprisingly, because it looks like a quite complex mechanism, but I've had no real problems. I really haven't, and you shouldn't either. I've got some finishing details to build. There's a piece along here, piece for the centre. Going to get that done, then we're going to take a look at this thing running. So the final finishing touches have been added. We added the signage on here, the flags, these little propellers, the centre piece here. But that is it. We are all done. So there's only one thing left to do. That's turn it on and hope it works. What a lovely thing. Gorgeous lighting up from the back. It's working beautifully. And it should throw into reverse in a moment. I hope. I believe it goes into reverse. There we go. Oh, you pretty thing. Now, if you press the button a second time, it should kill them. It's not the easiest button to get to. There you go. It kills the music. You just have the lights running. So if you have multiples of these, the music isn't fighting against each other. What a beautiful thing. Let's have a chat. So that's it. What a beautiful thing. I mean, again, I'm blown away by the new models in their lineup. Are just absolutely gorgeous. Look at it, stunning. The detail on it is beautiful. The movement on it is beautiful. The sound is good. The lighting's good. Love it. I really like it. I really, really like it. I'm very happy with it. Definitely getting the parachute tower. And fingers crossed they sort that drop tower out, because I really like that to have our own little theme park going on. As I said, I've already done the magic swing. So what I'm going to do is, to close out the video, I'm going to bring the magic swing down, and we'll just have a short clip at the end of them both running. And we can take a look at what that looks like together. Thanks for stopping by. If you've got any questions, if you get stuck on any part of it, please just pop it in the comments, or you can email us at buildwiththeboys@outlook.com, and we will get back to you. We will help anywhere we can, but this isn't that complicated. I was expecting a lot more complexity with the wiring and the electrics. It just isn't. This is actually surprisingly easy. I found this easier than the swing ride, even though it looks more complicated. It really isn't. So good luck with it. Please remember to like and subscribe. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice, and we will catch you next time on Building with the Boys.